This makes me sad. I got a 0 on my English essay today that was worth 20% of my grade because I had some comma splices and some run-on sentences. My teacher says I should know better as a senior in high school and that he will not be changing my grade. I am very saddened right now and don't know how I'm going to answer my parents, as I am a person that typically gets an A in every class. Familiar story. Historical head 4259, why didn't you come to me? Look, English, language, English, grammar, splaining, grammar, English, grammar, everything. Anyway, it looks like it's too late for your grades, but let's get on those commas. A comma splice is a bad construction in which you send a comma to do the work of a period. It's like a running stop at a stop sign. You ease through that intersection even though you were supposed to make a hard stop, and you can get ticketed for it. It's illegal. And it's all over this thread. A Pythagorean 415 response, that's absurd. Was there a rubric for the essay? That is absurd. Subject, verb, predicate. Complete sentence. You need to tie it off. You need to hit the brakes. And you have 3 options for doing that. Option 1, throw down a period. That is absurd. Period. Next clause, rubric was. Subject, verb. Option 2, you can link those 2 clauses with a conjunction. And, but, so. In fact, Historical head 4259 actually does that correctly somewhere. I wish it was a small part of my grade. I wish this. Subject, verb, object. But there are many reviews on Rate My Teacher saying that he hands out zeros for very small mistakes. Reviews are subject, verb. So, it wasn't just me. It was, strictly speaking, should be I, but that does sound awkward. Anyway, subject, verb, complement. The sentence rambles a bit, but he does have 2 connectors in there, but and so, and it would be correct if he could just bring himself to put a period at the end. In fact, historical head 4259 seems to be very averse to using periods. Now, the third option for tying off a clause is a semicolon, which is like signaling left at an intersection. You are telling the other drivers that you're stopped for now, but you intend to get moving as soon as the traffic clears. Using a semicolon is like sending a diplomat instead of a soldier. It's like calling a lawyer instead of the cops. You've got 2 separate clauses, but separating them with a period seems too harsh, but at the same time, there's no connecting word that's just right. So you can use that semicolon to tie off that first clause and signal to your reader to stay tuned, keep reading, because I want the sentences, I want these 2 clauses to flow together. I wish we had a rubric. Subject, verb, object. I wish thing. My first semester teacher had a rubric and I ended up with a 92 in her class, but this second semester teacher does not, and I'm failing right now. Okay, this sentence also rambles, but it does have those conjunctions and, but, and. So it's okay, except for the fact, once again, that it lacks a period, for heaven's sakes. But you could make this grammatically correct with those 2 punctuation marks. And by the way, what we have here is a run-on sentence. Historical head 4259 not only did not even bother sending a comma to do the work of a period. He didn't send anything at all. He just ran right through a red light, plowed right through that thing. My teacher says I should know better as a senior in high school and that he will not be changing my grade, and my grade right now is a 5%. Red light. I don't think I will pass the course 70% unless I ace every single assignment, which is very unlikely. And he makes that mistake all over this thread. I'm planning on emailing her soon. Red light. I think I'd even take a 50, even though some people read my essay and did say it doesn't look bad and at least deserves 80. Period, please. I don't think they'll do anything about it since I wasn't the only victim to his zeros and essays. Red light, there's many more. Now, I haven't gone in depth into subjects, verbs, objects, and complements in this video because that's a whole other subject. I actually do get into it somewhat in this Who Whom series, but it's going to be a long video if I do it. But I do want to point out, as I do over and over, that if you can get on top of subjects and verbs you will have the vast majority of your language problems solved. Ask me your questions. Ask me your questions so you don't flunk English.